Hey, it's your boy Bumpy, man, and today I'm coming to you with another video, some more content on my 2 cents. So today, my 2 cents is about the 3-2-1 method when doing ribs. I'm not sure if I actually agree with it. I think a lot of times in barbecue, we love, of course, you want consistency. So if there's a method out there that allows you to be consistent, like 3-2-1, 3 hours wrapped, 3 hours cooked, 2 hours wrapped, 1 hour for your salsa set, it's like, oh, ribs made easy. Well, that's not always the case. That 3 hours could be 4, that 3 hours could be 2, depending on how your fire is going. When you're wrapping ribs, it depends on if you're doing baby backs or spares, or if you're doing St. Louis cut, if you're doing a whole spare. It all depends. So, you wrapping your ribs for 2 hours could mean that you could overcook your ribs. They still may not even be tender. So, me personally, when I'm doing ribs, I normally go, and I'm just saying this just because CTS, color, temp, set. So I like to smoke my ribs until I get a specific color. Now, I love that deep dark mahogany. A lot of times your rubs can add to that color, but the color you're looking for when you see that color. So when doing that with the ribs, I look for color, and then I temp the ribs. Now, if the ribs are at 145, and because I was running a little hot, so I got a little more color, but the temp was more like 145 and not 130 or whatever the case may be, or it could be at 175. The point of the matter is that I go for color. Then I wrap. And I usually wrap now for temp. And one thing that I've noticed, that ribs by themselves, and of course everybody can add butter and sugar and this and that, and normally competition cookers do a lot of those things, and I get it, because you have one bite only to make the perfect rib. But if you're doing just for home, or maybe even catering, whatever, you can apply those different techniques, adding your sugar and your butter. But your main thing is, none of that matters if you don't hit your temps. So your temp could be different from mine. One thing I do know, the temp that you run for spares cannot be the same temp you run for baby backs. Spares have a little bit more fat, so it's probably going to need a higher temp, internal temp. When I say temperature, internal temp. Baby backs, because they are more of on the lean side, like that loin side backs, baby backs, you may not have to run the temp as high on those baby backs. So, example, if you look for internal temp of 205 on your spares, you may be able to get away with 200 on your baby backs. So when I wrap, and you can pretty much know how tender it is prior to wrapping, and that can let you know after doing it for a while. It's like, okay, my cooker was running a little hot today, so I'm wrapping at 170. So I may not need a whole hour. May only need 45 minutes. If I'm wrapping at 155, but my color is there, then I may need that whole hour, if not an hour and a half. Over time, you'll know how your cooker is going to run. You'll know how long you need to keep them wrapped in order to get the temp and temperature that you may want or looking for. So I go ahead, I wrap, and then now the set. After I wrap, depending on what I'm cooking for, I may take them right out of the foil, put them on the cooker, and just let it set from there, because the moisture from them being wrapped can make your bark a little bit soft, and now all you're doing is just trying to let that moisture dissipate a little bit from that bark, tighten up. You can put a little sauce on it for it to tighten up, and that's it. So for me, CTS, color, temp, set. However long as it takes for you to get the color, however long it's for you to get your temp, and however long it takes for it to set. Again, the 3-2-1 works for you because you perfectly reign your temperature at that 225 or 250 or whatever it is. That's fine. A little glare there, sorry. But that's fine. That is completely fine. I'm just saying, when I first started doing barbecue, I may have used the 3-2-1 method as a guide. I didn't live and die by it. It's almost impossible to do that when, you know, you have so many different variations of fires and temps and whatever, depending on the weather, your cooker, what cooker you're cooking on that day, all that. So 3-2-1 method is fine for some people to live and die by. I personally go by color, temp, and then I set. So it's your boy Bumpy, man. I hope you like this video. If you do, or any of my other videos, please like, subscribe. I'm trying to get my followers up. Trying to get my subscribers up, I should say. You can follow me on Instagram at Bumpy Barbecue. And there it is, man. So again, it's your boy Bumpy. Be good, be great, stay healthy.